Archangel Michael says, "The silence surrounding you tonight is not ordinary, it is the silence before a storm of revelation." There is a heaviness in the air, a weight that presses against your chest, urging you to listen closely. What is about to unfold will pierce through your spirit like lightning and awaken parts of your soul you never knew were waiting. The message has been building in secret, hidden from your eyes yet woven into the fabric of your daily life. Every unexplained moment, every sudden shift in your emotions, has been preparing you for this exact second. It is not by chance that you are here right now, receiving these words, for they are carved into the timeline of your destiny. Even now, there are whispers echoing behind you, forces you cannot see but can feel if you pay attention. They are shifting, moving, stirring the energies that will soon collide in your life. It will not be gentle, but it will be powerful, for what is about to be revealed will change the entire course of your future. You might have sensed it in fragments, through strange dreams, through restless nights, through sudden chills. But this is not imagination. It is the voice of heaven breaking through to make you aware that your spirit is on the edge of a monumental shift. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The shock will not come from an enemy or a stranger, it will come from the familiar. Someone close, someone you trusted with parts of your heart, has been part of this hidden movement around your life. They believed their secret would never surface, but heaven is pulling the veil away. Your spirit has been uneasy for days, as though anticipating something without reason. That unease was not random, it was guidance, warning you of what is now stepping into the light. The truth is heavier than betrayal, deeper than disappointment, it is a divine intervention that cannot be ignored. The moment this truth lands, your heart may want to collapse under the weight of it. But you will not fall. You will rise, because this revelation is not meant to break you, it is meant to prepare you for the victory that follows. Everything that once felt hidden is being written in fire before your eyes. The lies will no longer stand, the secrets will no longer stay buried, and the ones who plotted in silence will no longer remain unseen. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Your journey until now has been shaped by invisible hands, both of light and of shadow. The forces of darkness tried to entangle you, tried to make you stumble, tried to make you give up. But your endurance, your persistence, and your faith have drawn heaven's attention. This revelation comes as both a warning and a reward. A warning, because it uncovers the truth about those who have been moving against you. A reward, because by exposing them, heaven clears your path for blessings you could never receive if they remained hidden. There is an urgency in this message because time is running short. The doors of change are already unlocking, and once they open, they will not close again. You must be prepared to step through, even if it means leaving behind the comfort of what you thought you knew. The shift will not only be personal, it will be spiritual. Your soul is being elevated to a level where you cannot carry the weight of deception anymore. The lies, the jealousy, the hidden plots, they must all fall away, and heaven is making sure that they do. Type Amen to get blessing 555. The revelation is tied to someone's words, something spoken behind closed doors that they never thought would reach you. Their tongue betrayed their true feelings, and those words are now echoing louder than they ever intended. What they said is not just gossip, it is a mirror of their hidden heart. This person, who smiled in your presence, carried jealousy in their shadows. They pretended to walk with you, but secretly prayed you would stumble. They believed no one could see their envy, but Archangel Michael has torn open the veil and placed it before you. The shocking part is not simply that they spoke against you, it is how close they are to your world. The betrayal will sting not because of the words alone, but because of who spoke them. And when you learn this, your spirit will never be the same again. But remember this, heaven reveals to heal, not to destroy. The exposure is not to cause you endless pain, but to release you from the poison that was festering unseen. The wound will open, but it will also cleanse, and healing will begin the moment you accept the truth. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Your spirit is standing at a threshold. Behind you lies the past filled with illusions and half-truths. Ahead of you lies clarity, strength, and a path free of hidden chains. The thunder you feel approaching is not a storm meant to ruin you, it is the sound of chains breaking. The energy around your life is shifting violently, because it must make room for what is pure, what is destined, what is unshakable. This is why the revelation had to come suddenly, like lightning splitting the night sky. If it came gently, you might have dismissed it, ignored it, or delayed the change heaven is demanding from you now. Archangel Michael says, the fire of heaven does not come to burn you, it comes to burn away everything that no longer belongs. The revelation will shock you, but once the shock fades, freedom will rise like the dawn. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Alright, by high voltage, let's continue where we left off, keeping the suspense, the emotional flow, and the blessings every 4 paragraphs. I'll extend the script further in the same exact style until we build towards the full 4,000 words. The light of heaven is forcing out what darkness tried to conceal. The plans made against you in whispers are being scattered into the open. Their shadows can no longer hide because the truth has already been written into your destiny. You are standing at a crossroad of revelation. Every choice you make after this moment will be sharper, clearer, more powerful than before. The fog is lifting, and with it, your enemies' disguises are crumbling. The shock of this truth may cause you to tremble, but it will also make you stronger. For years, they thought they could manipulate outcomes, twist stories, and paint false pictures about you. But heaven says, not anymore. This exposure is not punishment, it is protection. Heaven does not want you to carry people who drain you, deceive you, or secretly despise you. That weight must be lifted so you can step freely into the blessings waiting on the other side. Type Amen to get blessing 888. The revelation carries a sound, like a door being slammed shut and another one opening wider. That sound is destiny rearranging itself for your favor. What was once delayed will now rush forward like a flood. The betrayal you discover will sting, but it will also free you. You will no longer be bound to people whose hearts are not aligned with yours. Instead, new alliances, divinely orchestrated, will enter your path. There is an urgency tonight because heaven cannot wait any longer. Your spirit is being positioned for something monumental, and these false connections cannot stand in the way. The shock is necessary. It clears the path for victory. Do not fear the loss, for every person exposed is replaced by something greater. You will look back and realize this was not rejection but redirection, not abandonment but protection. Type Amen to get blessing 999. The revelation is tied to timing. The moment you receive it, your life will accelerate. Things you prayed for months, even years, will suddenly start aligning as if an invisible clock struck the right hour. This shift will bring encounters you never expected. A conversation, a meeting, a sudden invitation will place you directly in the presence of destiny helpers. These helpers were blocked before, but now the path is clear. Your enemies wanted you to stay blind, hoping you would continue giving your trust where it wasn't deserved. But heaven has had enough of watching you bleed in silence. That is why the veil is being lifted at this very hour. Archangel Michael says, "Do not resist the revelation when it comes, no matter how painful it feels. Accept it, because it is the very key that unlocks your next chapter." Type Amen to get blessing 111. The voice of heaven echoes louder now. It tells you that tears may fall, but those tears are cleansing you for a greater tomorrow. Every drop carries away the residue of deceit and prepares you for the joy ahead. This is not the end of your story, it is the turning point. When the shock fades, when the truth settles, you will stand taller, wiser, and stronger. No more blindness, no more manipulation, no more hidden daggers in the dark. You will feel a heaviness leave your chest as if invisible chains are being removed. That is because betrayal ties itself like ropes around the soul, but truth cuts through those knots instantly. You are being freed, right now, as you read this. The spiritual realm is aligning forces for your favor. What was blocked is opening. What was stolen is returning. What was delayed is being released. Type Amen to get blessing 222. Perfect by high voltage. I'll continue the same flow, suspenseful, emotional, 3-sentence paragraphs, blessings every fourth para, and Archangel Michael says, only 2 to 3 times. We've crossed 2,000 plus words already, so let's push deeper until we're close to the full 4,000. The energy around you is not ordinary tonight. It is thick with movement, like waves crashing against unseen walls. Every sound, every shift in the atmosphere is announcing that something has broken in the unseen realm. You have been walking with weight on your shoulders, unaware of the invisible chains tied by jealous hearts. They smiled at you, yet in their silence they wished you harm. That silence is no longer safe for them, because it is being shattered right now. Their plans were made in secret rooms, behind closed doors, in hidden conversations you were never meant to hear. But heaven has heard every word, and those words now stand as evidence against them. Their time of hiding is over. This revelation is not about punishing them, it is about rescuing you. You cannot step into the greatness prepared for you if you are still surrounded by people whose loyalty is false. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The light of heaven is brighter than the schemes of man. No matter how carefully they tried to weave their lies, the light now exposes every thread. Their webs collapse the moment the truth touches them. You will begin to notice things falling apart in their lives, not by your hand, but because heaven has withdrawn its shield from them. They will stumble under the weight of their own deception. And as they fall, you will rise. Every attack that once seemed to slow you down will lose its power. You will move with clarity, and the steps ahead will be steady, protected, and anointed. The forces that once worked against you will be powerless. Archangel Michael says, "The battle is no longer yours, it belongs to heaven." That is why this revelation had to come, because victory requires that you see the battlefield for what it truly is. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The people who pretended to care for you will be revealed by their actions. Watch carefully in the days to come, for small signs will begin to appear. Their words may still sound sweet, but their deeds will betray them. It will be painful to admit, but you will realize you always sensed the truth. The chills, the sudden discomfort, the uneasy feeling when they stood too close, all of it was heaven's way of warning you. Now, those warnings are confirmed. This revelation will clear your life like a storm clearing the skies. For a moment it will seem violent, tearing away branches and shaking foundations. But when the clouds lift, the air will be fresh and your spirit will breathe freely again. Your destiny is too important to be tied down by envy and betrayal. That is why this exposure is happening now, not later. Heaven's timing is always precise, and it has chosen this moment for your release. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Do not mistake this shock as a setback, it is an upgrade. What looks like a painful truth is actually a golden key. The door it unlocks will bring blessings so large they will silence every critic. Even your enemies will be forced to watch your rise. The very ones who spoke against you will become witnesses to your breakthrough. They will not be able to deny what heaven has placed upon your life. The revelation will sting only for a season, but the blessings it ushers in will last a lifetime. You are being elevated to a new dimension of favor where no lie, no betrayal, no deceit can follow. The weight of this truth is heavy, but your spirit is stronger than you realize. You were built for this moment, and heaven chose you because you can carry the revelation and still walk forward in victory. Type Amen to get blessing 666. The night may feel darker as the truth comes forth. Darkness often grows thickest just before light explodes into the sky. Do not be afraid of that darkness, it is proof that dawn is close. You are standing at the threshold of a destiny shift. What happens next will not only change how you see others, but how you see yourself. The confidence, strength, and wisdom you gain from this will never leave you. Every seed of betrayal planted against you will be replaced by seeds of blessing. Where they tried to tear you down, heaven will build you higher. Where they tried to silence your name, heaven will echo it in rooms they cannot enter. The truth that shocks you tonight will be the testimony that carries you tomorrow. It will become the very reason others believe in your resilience and in heaven's power working through you. Type Amen to get blessing 777. The revelation will strike like thunder in a silent night. You will not expect it, yet it will arrive at the exact moment heaven intends. Its timing will leave no doubt that it was orchestrated, not random. The person behind the hidden words, the secret conversations, and the unspoken envy will finally be exposed. Their mask cannot survive in the light any longer. What they said in shadows will be shouted in the open. At first, your heart may tremble. You may feel betrayed, even abandoned. But within that trembling lies the seed of your greatest strength. Do not cling to the ones who fall away. Their presence was only meant for a season, not for your destiny. Their exit is painful, but it is also necessary. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Once they are gone, watch how quickly new doors open. Watch how your prayers suddenly begin to align with reality. What was once delayed will move toward you like a rushing wind. You will feel heaven's speed upon your life. Things that seemed locked will now unlock effortlessly. Opportunities that once ignored you will now call your name. Your enemies believed their whispers would destroy you, but instead, their whispers are the reason heaven has accelerated your breakthrough. Their betrayal became the final trigger for your elevation. The shocking truth is not just about their envy, it is about your protection. Heaven revealed it now because greater blessings are closer than you think. Type Amen to get blessing 999. The revelation will also bring clarity to relationships around you. Those who truly love you will stand stronger by your side. Those who never did will quietly step away. This separation may hurt, but it will also heal. It will purify your circle, leaving only those who can walk with you into your destiny. Every tear you shed in this process is not wasted. Each one waters the soil where your blessings will bloom. Out of pain will grow strength, and out of betrayal will rise joy. Archangel Michael says, "Stand firm when the truth comes." Do not let fear steal your peace, because this shock is the final test before your victory. Type Amen to get blessing 111. Your spirit has been stretched and pressed, but now it is being expanded to hold more than you ever imagined. The weight of blessings arriving is greater than the weight of the pain leaving. Heaven is making room for abundance. The truth will sting, but only for a moment. The healing that follows will be lifelong. You will look back and realize this moment was the doorway into everything you prayed for. Every hidden word, every jealous glance, every false smile, they no longer matter. What matters is that heaven saw it all, and heaven chose to act now. The message is clear: the storm may roar, but after the storm, your skies will shine brighter than ever before. Type Amen to get blessing 222. Do not ignore this revelation. It is being placed in your hands with urgency. It is not a story to fear, it is a truth to empower. The shock is heaven's strategy to make sure you never return to blindness again. It awakens your spirit to see what was once unseen. It teaches you to discern, to trust your instincts, to know who is truly for you. You will not walk in confusion anymore. The veil has been torn. From this moment forward, your steps will be guided with clarity. The truth has come, and with it comes freedom. Freedom from lies, freedom from manipulation, freedom from betrayal. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Now breathe, because the worst part is already behind you. The revelation has shattered the illusions, and nothing can bind you again. You are stepping forward lighter, freer, stronger. Your future is brighter than you realize. The shock was only meant to awaken you, not to destroy you. And because you endured it, the reward is now inevitable. In days to come, you will see signs of confirmation everywhere. Words you hear, things you notice, even dreams in the night will remind you that this revelation was heaven's plan all along. Walk boldly into what comes next. For your destiny has been cleared of shadows, and your spirit has been prepared for victory. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The shift that has begun in your life will not stop here. It will ripple outward, touching every area: your relationships, your work, your finances, your health. Each piece of your life is being realigned under heaven's command. What once seemed impossible will begin to move into your reach. Doors that had been locked for years are now unlocking one by one. What was stolen is being returned, multiplied beyond what you lost. The shock you felt from the revelation is transforming into fuel. Every ounce of betrayal, every moment of pain, every sleepless night is becoming the fire that pushes you higher. Your enemies will regret the day they ever plotted against you. You are not walking forward alone. The armies of heaven are stationed around you, and your steps are being guarded. What was meant for your harm has become the very reason for your elevation. Type Amen to get blessing 555. The sound of victory will echo louder than the whispers of betrayal. Those who doubted you will be silenced, not by your words, but by the undeniable blessings that manifest in your life. You will rise, and as you do, others will be forced to recognize the hand of heaven upon you. Even those who tried to destroy you will bow under the weight of your breakthrough. This is not the end, it is the unfolding of a chapter you were destined to live. A chapter filled with honor, abundance, restoration, and justice. The pain of the revelation will fade, but the joy of your destiny will last forever. Archangel Michael says, "Rejoice even in the tears, because the very tears you shed now are watering the harvest of blessings you are about to step into." Type A. Do not be surprised when new faces enter your life suddenly. These people are sent as destiny helpers, carriers of opportunities, bridges to doors you could never open alone. They are arriving now because the old connections have been broken away. Your path has been cleared, and with it comes divine acceleration. Where it once felt like years of delay, now it will feel like days of progress. Heaven is not slow, it is precise, and the moment has come for your elevation. Your enemies will try one last time to confuse you, but their efforts will collapse before they begin. Their weapons will turn to dust in their own hands, because heaven has already declared you untouchable. What is about to manifest will shock even you. It will be bigger, faster, and greater than you prayed for. That is why the revelation had to come first, so nothing could block what is rushing toward you now. Type Amen to get blessing 777.